Shalom Yeladim. Let's continue learning about Parshat Matot. Well, there were two Shvatim that had lots of sheep and many cattle. Do you know which Shvatim those were? It was the Shevet of Reuven and Gad. They had lots and lots of sheep and lots of cattle that need to be fed. Well, what do sheep and cattle usually eat? They eat grass, things that grow from the ground. As they went through the midbar, Reuven and Gad saw that there was one portion of land that was big and spacious and had lots of green fields for their animals to be able to eat. They were a little worried that in Eretz Yisrael there wouldn't be enough place for their animals to eat. So they went to Moshe Rabbeinu and they asked him a favor. They said, Moshe, we have lots of animals and they need to eat a lot of grass. We see that the property, that the ground that used to be Sichon and Amori, right here before the Bnei Yisrael pass into Eretz Yisrael, this piece of land over here is great. We really want to live in this part of the land. We're not so excited about going into Eretz Yisrael because we're worried that there won't be enough land for our animals to eat. So can we settle on this side of the Yarden, in the area of Sichon and Mori? And Moshe Rabbeinu listened to their question, listened to their requests. He was a little worried. He was worried that if Gad and Reuven would settle on this side of the Yarden and not go into Eretz Yisrael with the rest of the Shvatim, the other Shvatim would not be happy. They may be afraid. They may say, oh, Reuven and Gad, they don't want to come into Eretz Yisrael because we're going to have to make war with the Canaanim. And they're afraid to make war. Maybe they're right. Maybe we shouldn't go into Eretz Yisrael. Moshe Rabbeinu was very worried that we would have the same problem as we had in the Meraglim time. And that it would make HaKadosh Baruch Hu so very angry at Klal Yisrael. Moshe Rabbeinu looked at the Shevet of Reuven and Gad and said, listen, I get it. I know that you want this piece of land for your animals. But if I give you permission to live where you want to live, I need a promise from you. And the promise is that when the rest of the Shvatim pass over the Yarden and go into Eretz Yisrael, you will come and fight the battles and wars that Klal Yisrael, that all the Shvatim are going to have to do in order to settle the land. That way they will know that you are their brothers and that you care about them and that you will put yourself in danger for them. Reuven and Gad said, yes, we will do exactly what you're telling us. We will put fences. We will build homes. We'll get our animals settled. We'll get our wives and our children settled. And as soon as it is time to pass over the Yarden, we will go along with the rest of Klal Yisrael. And that's exactly what happened. When it was time for the Yidden to travel, to cross over the Yarden, Reuven and Gad went along with the rest of the Shvatim. And they did not come back to their women and children and animals until every Shevet was settled in Eretz Yisrael. What a wonderful lesson about taking care of our brothers and sisters. Sometimes it's even hard for us. Sometimes we have to stop what we're doing, stop the game that we're playing, and go over and help our brother who just fell down. Or sometimes we have to come in from outside and we have to help out our Ima bring in the groceries. We are all family. We all take care of each other. And even if we are okay, we have to make sure everyone is okay. And that's what Moshe Rabbeinu was teaching the Shevet of Gad and Reuven. Yes, you're great over here. You have a wonderful piece of land. All of Klal Yisrael fought the battle against these big giants so that you have this beautiful land. But you can't forget that your brothers and sisters are going to have to make more battles to settle themselves in Eretz Yisrael. And Shevet, Reuven, and Gad, they didn't forget. They knew that it was their responsibility to take care of the rest of the Shvatim. Afterwards, Reuven and Gad and half of the Shevet of Manasseh decided to settle on the other side of the Yarden. And everyone was happy. They had their parts of land, and all the rest of the Shvatim were settled in Eretz Yisrael. We're going to continue with Parshas Masai. We'll see you soon.